I stream daily, almost daily on twitch.tv/canister_mtg, so be sure to visit that if you would like to catch some of my live content. Was a simple trick. I cut third Saga, now I have 2 Sagas in my deck. Which I think makes my deck slightly better. But you know, broken is, it's kinda lost your win and in, so it was actually lose and out. I like saying that, so I will take any opportunity to say that. I have to say, I have struggled with some names, surnames. I think normally I have like some knowledge and some intuition how to read surnames from different countries. Sometimes I struggle though. I think sometimes people are called like, they have CH in their name and sometimes it's Chi and sometimes it's K. Depending on what the language is that. Yeah, I guess the first one was definitely a win and in, and the other one was a lose and out. Barcelona Modern PT is like the Olympics. Happens once every 4 years, and what? There is a format-defining card that warps the format around it, and the best decks are the ones with mainboard answers to it. Oh yeah, so Hogak was Barcelona too, that's true. Nice start, bro. Kinda want to trade. Does it have a second Ragavan? So this is like an Obosh deck. Have the Spell Pierce for the next turn. You don't really have a removal. What scary thing could a mono red Obosh deck play on 2? Assuming it's Obosh, maybe it's like Thrash for Treasure? A Saga deck? It's probably a Saga deck. I really enjoyed your work in the coverage of Bologna. That was good stuff, thank you. Keniki can only pronounce names like Grzegorz Bręczyszczykiewicz perfectly, yeah. I mean, sure. Also like this artwork of Ragavan more than I like this. So if I trade this away, I'm forced to keep this in play.
Control player.
Hello, happy Tuesday, happy breaching.
If I attack... I think I should attack and trade, because that's like the best turn. I don't want to play Breach. I don't want not to attack and play Breach. Like, we have Spell Pierce on Unholy Heat, so I have everything covered on the next turn still, and I think I'm happy trading a Ragavan. Seems like a relevant card to trade for. Thank you, Jarvis, for your sub. Do I have any recommendations for Pioneer? I saw you playing Phoenix. Yeah, I played Phoenix. I think Phoenix is okay. Engineer, so this is like a Trash for Treasure deck. Phoenix, Ragdoll Sacrifice, even Mono Green are the decks I like. Something Titan. 80% just jump stock, Green and Lil. Yeah, Green's been good lately. Let's get Sacred Foundry and we're gonna kill the Engineer now. If they Trash for Treasure next turn, they need a 0-drop and we have a Spell Pierce. 2 sagi odważnie. Nie no, właśnie odważnie to jest grać więcej sag, bo to zakładasz wtedy, że wszystko pójdzie fajnie, że będzie ok. Że jakoś na przepale i na fuksie wszystko się ułoży, a ja gram teraz właśnie nieodważnie. Big Pioneer Sauce is the Enigmatic Incarnation deck. Yeah, but I can't recommend it because I don't like it, so... Well, that's a creature. So you can't pierce that. Also has double strike, I can't attack through it. Let's get a breeding pool. I summon Firex and Dragon Engine. That is what my opponent does right now, yes. Ooh, exquisite draw. So it's just the 2-2 double strike. Gonna play the Thassa's Oracle. Yeah, I might put Bauble on the top to have a 0-drop for when I draw a Breach technically, but I think I would prefer to draw a random card immediately. Canister was so smug with his Spell Pierce, but look at him now. Yeah, it's rough. Do you think they play any legendary creatures, or is it just not to play mountains to make Sundering Titan great? Saga. You could draw the 1 ring, maybe 2, that would be good. 4 mana. Ragavan is legendary. Well, yeah, but it's on my side of the battlefield, so do they have a Ragavan in their deck? Maybe. Nonetheless, we need to draw something. That something is gonna be a fetch land. Alright. One. Drummers, okay. Siema Kanister, co tam słychać? No, bawimy się, ale jest Trash for Treasure zagrywane. A bit Monka S of a scenario. They might also have a graveyard hate card with the Urza Saga on the next turn, which could be problematic. So let's fetch Fontana. Maybe it's better not to fetch if I draw Teferi to bounce this Titan, but I can also bounce the Urza Saga. Nie no, chuja co tu bierzesz, no. Tylko się spłakać i przestać grać Magica. If they don't have a hate card with the Urza Saga, we can still win though, so not everything, not all hope is gone yet. But let's see. Yes, under a Titan. They got a Morgul Knife. On Sundering Titan, makes sense. Makes sense. If you get poked with a Morgul Knife, the wound will never heal. Was that the case in the movies? Was that even the case after Frodo has finished the mission with the rings there? Crazy. Alright, I can draw Minamo, School at Water's Edge, which allows me to attack with Ragavan and untap it. Did we draw spells? Not too many. No fajne prawdziwe lądy były, siadły. Breach is always like this for you, just doesn't do anything and dies. Well, this game, I think we have a pretty strong claim for saying that we legitimately got unfortunate as we did. Because I have failed to draw spells. Well, we did draw the Oracle, which I guess was the downside. I don't know exactly what their deck plays. There is a one beautiful playset of Emry. What do you think of my playset of Ragavans? Seems like removal is not the greatest against them. This is the last decklist that my opponent has been playing, and it actually contains 4 Volren Epicures and 3 Seasoned Pyromancer, making Ragavan quite poor. Based on the title, I thought that was the fabled no Saga Breach. I only have 2 Sagas in my deck, which is the key difference. The deck has Ragavan. I'll just cut my Ragavans. Let's have Prismatic Ending over one of the Unholy Heats. Maybe let's have Explosives. And submit quickly. I hope we get there with the submission. We got there. This hand has the One Ring and Minamo, so I can literally never run out of cards. Thank you, King Giraffe, for your subscription. It is very kind. What a punishing oral experience this is. Be careful. Not a lot of Graveyard Hate on a 75. Is Living End a good matchup? You don't need Graveyard Hate against Living End, you need Living End Hate. Which my deck contains a Flusterstorm in the main deck. Has Lavinia. Just using those cards as Living End Hate, but there's always, you could always have more. I have milled 3 artifacts, which is nice, so I can force the Lantern Pop if my opponent is into that. Then we're close to comboing, I guess. So I guess we're gonna see if they even do that. They have an Unlicensed Hairs, which is an issue. The combo is not gonna be particularly available just now. It's probably better to attack instead of doing that. Or you can use Minamo now. I guess that's strong, yeah. Don't mind the drum. What are one of the main advantages you find playing Phoenix and Pioneer?
He's a phenomenal control player.
It's a strong deck. You know, an advantage has to be over something. So an advantage over what is a question, and then just Cruise is a pretty powerful card. Phoenix is pretty nice. Cards are strong. Other decks, I mean, of course other decks, but just it's a strong deck. Wow, Silent Boseju. Seems like opponent has drawn everything they need to win except that 2/2. That's pretty funny. You mean the Firex and Dragon Engine? Yeah, that's actually really funny. Needle Ring. They are a ring deck themselves, so it is not clear that they're gonna needle ring and like that they have a needle in their deck. They probably do have a needle in their deck because it seems like randomartifacts.com deck. They might want to name Grinding Station or something like that, so it's possible it's in their deck. Maybe they will name ring, yeah, I guess. Also, thank you for the raid, Aspiring Spike, and welcome everybody from Spike's stream on this stream, as I have not noticed that. And thank you, Chobo Robot, for the sub, very based. Did we break our cock ring? Yeah. Yeah? Yeah. Yeah. Oh no, the drum. Wait, that's fine. The Mite. Goodbye, Ringster. What is the opponent's deck? It's a crazy deck, let me just say that. It's absolutely, positively insane. I guess we don't know if positively. Randomartifact.com is not a website. Should I purchase the URL? Sure. Co on tam spierdala ten chłop? They could replace Soul Guide Lantern. They could access Soul Guide Lantern of Goblin Engineer. Cogbook, okay. You can hear it now. Good. Still seems to be pretty loud though, so I think you can. Discard Portal to Phyrexia. Classic. Sacrifice the food, get the Mite. Classic. Use the Mite, kill Saga. Classic. This matchup seems not ideal. I don't know about that claim, but let's think. I could draw, or I could sacrifice that Bauble, mill myself. Which I think mill myself might be kind of better, because I get to see a good amount of cards, potentially. Not really, I guess. In your turn, sack Bauble to mill. In response to mill, use Emry in the Bauble. Yeah, that's okay, but it denies me mill. The end of turn one, because now my station like is extra untapped, which lets me sacrifice the station or like hit under 0, but I guess hitting under 0 doesn't help. It does let me sacrifice the station now. That doesn't accomplish much. If I hit a 0, I win. Well, how exactly do I win if I hit a 0? What are the exact steps to follow? Untap Emry, yeah, that's like an infinite mana line. Typical Twitch ad infinite mana line. Simply have infinite mana. If you hit exactly Amber, you win by untapping Emry. Mill myself. 6 in my graveyard. How? Okay, because I get a recast on the station, which doesn't require cards. Minamo. I understand that I untap Emry with Minamo. I was not searching for a way to untap Emry. So I station myself. I go to 6 cards in my graveyard. I have a Mox Amber here. I go Minamo, untap Emry. Play Steam Vents. Play Mox Amber from my graveyard. Then I have 5 cards in my graveyard. Then I go Breach. Escape Station. I'll have 2 cards in my graveyard. 1 card left in my graveyard. Which is gonna be the Oracle card. So we're gonna go for it. Bauble doesn't quite work. I don't think this game is getting better if I wait. We had a Mishra's Bauble. Now that doesn't help. What we can do is replay Station or Lantern. Oh, it does not seem like replaying the station is gonna accomplish anything. Because next turn this is gonna be untapped and this is gonna be untapped and ready to summon this. Which will interrupt me always. If I return Soulguide Lantern, I shut off the Engineer. Why doesn't Bauble help? Because I don't have enough mana. The extra mana from Mox Amber was crucial. Can't have their Bezecho. Are my glasses Ray-Ban Club Masters? No, I don't think so. I don't know what they are though. Actually it does say Ray-Ban. I don't know if they're Club Masters. It's exile. I don't know if it matters what to exile. Let's say exile the Haywire Mite. And pass with 9 minutes on the clock after spending 5 minutes here thinking about stuff. Could take... I guess I'm just gonna die if they attack me with the hairs. 5, 6... Yeah, if they play single... Yeah, they tap Cockbook, they play something that crews the hairs and I die, so... We are a little bit DOB on board. 5 minutes figuring out there was no line. Well, we figured out there was a line where we could have summoned a Mox Amber from our graveyard. Just needed to mill it, but I failed to. So that qualifies as DOB on board. Double Mite matched pretty nicely against my stuff, killing my Ring and my Saga, which were my hopes for grinding. You're here to see. Then you need to wait one more round before seeing is gonna happen. For now, we have exercise restraint, but We ended up flooding and dying with weak cards in my hand. So while the dry mob part of the comment was more memorable, it was the terrible caster part that was more that caused more emotional anguish. What is trick? Like A trick or D trick? Hot take, canny streams are super high energy. Damn. Who is trick? Yeah. You are slightly more restrained and professional for that kind of commentary. Yes, I try not to talk about cock rings too much, I guess, on the streams. As I understand it has an appeal, but not necessarily a wide one. Triumph, so probably just 4-color. Not a surprise to meet 4-color in the 0-1 bracket, that is typically where the deck resides. They just spent a Prismatic Ending on my Teferi, on my Emry. They could have more. I could float blue and bounce my Mox, which lets me make a play. I think Plasing is higher energy, better against Ring, which is kind of an obvious play that they want to make. And if they bind the Teferi and do like nothing too important, then I guess I don't have a strong play then. I think I like Plasing more. I think I'd minus. They didn't play it end turn 2. I guess if the Teferi ends up in my graveyard, it's actually fine because then I can go breach the Teferi replay. Alright, sure. Okay. And if they play the One Ring, I'll play the One Ring too. Yeah, I mean, it didn't work out so well, right? Because bouncing the ring is so much better than not bouncing it here, but... No, fajne lądziksy. Akurat Minamo przynajmniej jest spoko. I regret minusing Teferi. It's so much worse than getting to bounce the ring. Because now it's not too hard for them to bind my ring after drawing 3 extra. Elesh Norn. Fine. I get to draw 5. Elesh Norn. Do you think the One Ring made Modern slower? Do I? So Elesh Norn stops the combo from functioning. But I can go... Well, no Delirium. Why did I exile Spell Pierce last turn exactly? Because I was careless. Otherwise I could go Heat, Breach, Heat, Station, Win. Did you cut the Spellbomb? Spellbomb is in my sideboard, but Grinding Station doesn't untap with Elesh not in play. I think we dashed the Ragavan, yeah. That's what I was thinking about too.
Octillion 545 septillion 454 sextillion.
Bounce Elesh. Simply bounce Elesh. No way to bounce? Oh, too bad, just bounce her.
556 trillion 696 billion 969 million 696,969 hours.
You can get Delirium though, right? With a Lucky Mill. Sure? But I can also untap the ring and draw 3 more. If I Bolt Ragavan. Play Breach. That doesn't work. What was the problem with Breach double hit into combo? No Delirium. I exiled a Spell Pierce carelessly last turn. Bolt the Teferi. No, I don't think so yet. Second hit wouldn't be Delirious. No, that wouldn't be an issue. The first one wouldn't be Delirious. Oh wait, I can go Station, sacrifice the ring, or sacrifice the Mox, right? No, I have to sacrifice something. I have to mill something good. Some extra type. Then I have 7 cards in my graveyard. 8. It's my opponent's bolt, yes. From the Ragavan. Did I use Teferi this turn? Oh, stupid me, I forgot. No, obviously I did. Well, I mean, I can get Delirium, I just don't have enough mana. Like, I could bolt the, Ragavan, play Breach. Let me think that through that again. Fetch Mountain, play Breach. Or rather, fetch Mountain, play Station. Tapping those two. Sacrifice, Mox Amber, whatever. Hit Delirium. Bolt. Heat. Have a treasure untapped. Play Mox Amber, play... No, that doesn't work. I'll just try next turn. That's potentially so bad that I... taken away my Delirium last turn. So bad. So I can draw 3 and mess me up with binding. Can cast Emry for 1 now though. Sure, but that doesn't change anything. I do think the line was there before dashing Ragavan though. No, it wasn't. It was the same. Dashing Ragavan, like... I didn't have Delirium. Well, the line was that I had to not exile my spell piece, but let's just play. Let's just play. You can play Fetch Mountain. Play Station. Discard creature. Pass. Have you tried bouncing with Teferi? You're a damn genius. If only I activated my Teferi on the previous turn, then everything would have been so much easier. Trivial. But I just spent 5 minutes not realizing that I can simply use my Teferi. Time Raveler.
He's a phenomenal control player.
21, 21, 21.
Typical wet mob content. Comment, rather. I thought it said content. Is a wet mob more or less boring than a dry one? That's what I was thinking about too. I don't know. Not clear.
He's a phenomenal
I can get shreked by some cards that they could have. But it's possible they have lands and solitudes. Unless those lands are Boseus. This is a cast second breach situation. I don't have the mana to do that. I have to play fast. But I'm probably losing because of the early misplay. Not sure, but let's bounce. Let's say we bounce Elishnorn. I'll read your line through between the games, Mr. Lizard. But I assume if you posted it, then you're right. So I guess I'll just assume you were right. Oh no, not the delighted halfling. Hello, good day to you, Canister. Hey, we drew the breach. We can still win. Hey, the Stream Decker link isn't working, question mark. It rarely does, Well, it works for me, so probably a skill issue. I was trying to think of a line of replaying the Mox from the graveyard, but it didn't add up to me. Do I play Arcolos? What's Arcolos? Take Teferi. Okay, I guess sold to this. Makes sense. So this is gonna be a replay breach situation. I guess just replay bolt. Oh, replay breach, right? 1, 2, 3. Because Posseju, binding, spell pierce, I don't. Does bolt face do it? For the most part it should, yes. Oh no, auto yield it. Doesn't mean to, whatever. Yeah, they had Twitch. Do we have more Emrys? Do. Oh, whatever, I have 9 minutes. Just gonna bolt them twice. The burden was too much. What was the simple trick? It was to cut down to 2 Saga. But I don't actually know if that's the case. I'm not sure I like Spell Pierce. I like Teferi. I don't think I care for Fable much. Could like trim to 2 Ragavans on the draw. I think I don't like Spell Pierce on the draw versus them. Or maybe I do. That's why I'm looking at the Unholy Heat. They also get rid of Elish. Can have the Spellbomb. I'll just have 2 spell pierces, whatever, right? It's probably fine at times. Hey Canister, just watch your commentary on my match in round 15 of LMS Bologna. You kinda sold me out. What does it mean to sold you out? To sell you out? Just want to point out you cannot combo with 1 food against a Spellbomb. No hard feelings, love the stream. Yeah. I struggled with that for a while during the coverage. A little bit of a Cory Baumeister moment where I just couldn't understand why the line I was proposing wasn't possible, and Skura couldn't like help me either. I just like couldn't picture it. Why didn't it work? What was not okay with my line? Because it's gonna be really cool. I was thinking that you can, since you have 3 cards, you can like sacrifice the other one and then return the other one, but that is, I think, because I'm used to playing with Cat Oven, as many are, where you get a food token upon the death of your cat, not upon the cat entering the battlefield. So I was just kind of trying to apply the heuristic, which didn't apply in that spot, and I was getting very confused and failing to realize what was the that denial spellbomb actually properly stopped the combo, because you can always respond to the food crack. Awkward hand, I guess. And yeah, the combo is new, I was not used to it. Hard feelings, I will remember that, shucks. Finger alliterate. But it's ugly. Should have cut a Mox Amber against them. It's absolutely no need to play 2. Flusterstorm? Sometimes people do that, and if you actually pay attention, the instant sorcery count in the deck is what, 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, 9, I guess. So I think it's horrible, right? Pretty clearly it is horrible, but opponent doesn't know, so it worked well enough for them, I guess. Fluster this. Sounds like something someone who just got flustered would say. Yeah, bro, trust me, it's so bad against my deck. You're so stupid for boarding it in. By the way, you win. Classic. Bro, don't you realize you're supposed to board out counterspell, so I didn't play around it? It's your fault. It's your fault I lost. Yeah, I mean, like, I guess. This Ren Mite ultimate, which means they will have lots of Flusterstorms available. Why is Salamao censored? Because it says ass. Laughing my ass off. Lens. Awesome. It's very useful. Milled grinding station, nice. Oh, they have another Omnath. Why do my opponents always get so lucky? Just keep drawing gas every turn. Tormod, Script, or Soulguide in the main. 1 cantrips and 1 0 for Emry in a combo. I prefer the cantripping one in the main deck. And the other one in the sideboard. Emblem Ran, okay. Infinite Flusterstorms against my Teferi. We have 2 breaches, so we beat Boseju. To siusiak. Dotnij kapelusza. To nie pluszowy pluszak. Belmondziak boss. Boseju this. Dotnij kapelusza. To siusiak. I remember when this deck played with EE main deck for combo and removal. Why nowadays isn't it good? It's because EE is kinda not a great card. It's close to a blank against too many archetypes to main deck it. Modern deck's too good. They could have Boseju the station, and that is fine. Then I have 7 cards in my graveyard, 10 cards in my graveyard even. I get another land from the station, and I replay Mox. And replay station. I have accounted for everything, Lurker. You only have 1 Mox though. Yeah, the Mox from the Boseju mana. Watch out for all of the Fluster Storms, yeah. Kinda hate how it censors Lamau and then it makes it appear like I'm just like very rude to my opponent. Because my opponent doesn't know what I said, right? If they have the profanity filter on. So they see that I send them a censored out message, they're like, what did he say? Did he tell me to fuck off? I just like said that it was funny that I forgot about an effect in the game. Why is he so rude? I don't get it. Oh, two Teferis? Sorry, I'm making you play it out a bit, lol. I don't have a lot of practice versus the deck, but I wanted to see the combo for learning. GG's. GG's. Alright. This game looked kinda poor for me for the most part, but also my opponent didn't have anything. And I was able to combo through their double Boseju with ease. Maybe not with ease, it required some attention from me, and I think if I milled the mountain, I could get destroyed by that. So I guess it was kinda risky, like at some point. Maybe they could have waited with their Boseju until I mill my mountain, but no, but if I produce mana, I have mana. So then like I'm fine. If we don't crack the Bauble, I can combo on turn 3 in some spots where I wouldn't be able to if I crack, so let's keep the Bauble. Lassenmeyer. We're playing against Cigarettes After Shrek. Griefers, okay. I'm not comboing anymore. Most likely. They leave me with a station. Do we get a Ragavan attack? Maybe I'm gonna hit like Season Pyro or something. So let's not crack the Bauble yet, I don't think so. Let's keep it for the Scry with the Flooded Strand, co to robisz? Polluted Delta. Do I care to have this in play? Not much. Probably Treasure is better. Let's get Furied, by the way. I think if they see my hand, they Fury the Ragavan on the last turn though. Maybe opponent's gonna Bowmeister me. Terminate the Emry. Fine, fine. Do you attack? That's interesting, I guess. I mean, probably not. Mishra's Bauble. Not really interested in that. Lightning Bolt is so much better. Or Kashtan. Kashtan draw. Kashtan, by the way, means chestnut. And it's just like generally bad when you call something like a chestnut or chestnutty in Polish slang. Blood Crypt. Oh, Bowmeisters. Not the Bowmeister again. Ay ay ay. I had to draw it, maybe. Maybe not. Maybe they probably prioritize terminating Emry. So you can draw Breach to win, at least. No reason to crack the Scalding Tarn much. That's a good draw. It's not as good, but because of the Bowmeisters. But, you know. Let's gain protection first. Can't make a land drop. Or Bauble. Yeah, always get protection first. Good point. I mean, I guess we can just draw 3 cards, try to draw a breach. Well, here it is. So if they don't Voidwalker me and they are drawing a non-Voidwalker card, we should win on the next turn. With the combination. Oh, the burden! Oh no, the Bowmeisters, they're shooting me so hard. Now, we have to be careful not to exile my Thassa's Oracle. Alright, you won. Now, watch me cut my combo entirely. Gonna add Lightning Bolt, Teferi, Fable, Fury, Prismatic Ending. I don't know if I keep a Haywire Mite for Blood Moon. It does not particularly effective at answering that. Subtlety, that's 60 cards. It means I have 4 Ragavans in my deck, which is a Bowmeister deck, which honestly kind of stinks. Might as well keep 1 station, right? Well, then I also keep Oracle. But maybe I keep 1 station, 1 Oracle, like over 2 Ragavans. Lavinia Wharf? No, it's like doesn't matter at that point. Pretty sure. Is Spellbomb okay? Mayhaps it's better than Haywire Mite. But there is a chance they play Ring too or something. They sometimes do in Scam. How do I decide which Art Ragavans I keep? I like those 2 the most. That's why I keep them. Bounces Army seems bad. Spell Pierce? I don't think so. I think it's really bad. How do we make the second blue mana with Mox Amber? I play Mox Amber. I play Emry. I tap Mox Amber. I sacrifice Mox Amber. I play Mox Amber. I make second blue. I have 2 blue. It's like rain when you're already there. Subtlety is mostly hard castable. It's not really like great to pitch. I mean, if I have like a name I can pitch on turn 1 Grief. So I have the bomb over the second Ragavan. Ale syf ta łapa, ja pierdolę. Am I supposed to keep this? YOLO. Now I feel outsmarted. Alright. Why isn't streamer sitting down? Does he not have chair? Yeah. I need just 300 more subs for a chair chat. Can you get there tonight? I really want to sit down. Please. Doesn't seem like I'm getting blood wounds. Did they keep the Ragavan on top? They did put the Ragavan on top.
He's a phenomenal control player.
Oh shit, youngest station. Thank you. Now I can sit down.
Phenomenal control player.
That is crazy.
He's a phenomenal control player. He's a phenomenal control player.
This game is looking horrible, by the way.
He's a phenomenal control player.
Thank you very much for letting me rest my cheeks. They presented a Hairs to Mite at least, I guess. But the breaches look pretty poor this game against Voidwalker. Also kinda have to do it now while still non-creature like forever. I'm flooding a lot. Not good. Favor would have been okay. Charles on 0. Wow, this is like so hostile against the combo. Is everyone off the version with Giganta and Grapeshot? Thassa's Oracle is useful, actually useful right now as a win condition. I don't know if they cut the Bowmeisters. Well, they had so much stuff. It's not like Emry helps against Graveyard Hate much. Which bad matchups do you have with Breach Station? Burn. I don't know if it's Burn. Scam, for example, as you can observe. Or Vortex, I guess. Yeah, Oracle beats Protection, that's true. This would have been a game where I would have liked Saga, I guess. Not that Saga beats Voidwalker, but I don't think the special Unholy Heat is on MODO. How do I feel about Throne against Breach? I tried playing 2 Lavinias in Bologna. Sure, bro. And worked kinda well, but I see you cut one and also the crumble to dust. I don't think Lavinia does particularly much against Throne. Keep bolt. Because it almost doesn't do anything, right? What does Lavinia do for you in that matchup? She makes it so that they cannot turn free Throne and play the Great Creator or the One Ring. They cannot play Karn Liberated, but some people even cut that. So they don't have a Bowmeister. Okay, that's fine. Did I enjoy my Bolognese trip? I actually did, yeah. Can't play Subtlety, unfortunately. But they play Seasoned Pyroman instead. Did I play against a username Lester? Maybe, I don't know. Did I already face Tron in this preliminary? I have not, no. I hear there was a 2-hour walk to some nightclub and turned out to be closed or something. It was just like an excuse. There was no club in reality. It was just a walk for the sake of walking. Oh, that's so good. Isn't it boiling in EU? Walking in 35 degrees for fun. It was in the evening, so it was acceptable in the evening. Like 9 or 10. Actually, no, it was like midnight. Pretty late. You don't get it. What's the simple trick? I cut down to 2 sagas, and it's supposed to be genius, but I'm kind of missing them. This prelim, I'm not enjoying them at all. I also got clickbaited, so congrats. Well, this issue of the saga is like Blood Moon, but also just people stone raining me. But they often with Blood Moon. Oh no, they will do the thing. Should be okay though. Can, for example, find a land and then go breach Mite is looking mightily terrible. So let's go Breach, Emry. I think Breach, Emry, Bolt. Seems like it. See what you mail. No, I'm not gonna pay attention to what I mail. See, I mailed a Mishra spell, but I'm not even gonna replay it because I already decided my play. Okay, cool. Yeah, exactly. Thank you for being so understanding. We're drawing a Thoughtseize, so good thing I activated my Mishra's Bauble, but I activated it because I have a Subtlety in my hands and I might draw another blue card, and if they hardcast a Fury, I will certainly pitch Subtlety to hit it. You are voluntarily attending a conference in 46C, Arizona in August. Where is 36C? I don't know of that place. A 15th day of 110F plus tomorrow. Wow, they even play the Thoughtseize. I guess they're seasoning the Pyromancer. Duro, 3 cardos. Play Mishra's Babula. Play Urza's Saga. Play Fury. Meow, meow. Fury or Grief. Make 2 1/1s, and I guess I'll take a look. Enjoy Cliffs, and I have a Thoughtseize. Lamao. I think we win. Any funny stories from Bolognese? Do we have any funny stories? I don't recall any. How would you say you're doing this game? I'm doing well this game, yes. I think my opponent like way overboarded. There's way too many terrible cards in their deck. And we didn't see Bowmeisters in either of the post-board games. I wonder if they cut them. Nah, that's just scam. No, it's Chalice, Filigree Silex. Like, the Filigree Silex is killing me. This card is... Like, somehow it looks so much worse than Ratchet Bomb, even though it is literally slightly better in an irrelevant manner from Ratchet Bomb. It just looks so much worse. No! Not the youngster. What if I mail Breeding Pool? I guess Yagmoth doesn't have targets for mine. It doesn't matter. Well, they play the ring maybe, I guess, so they do have a target, but... Okay, I'm simply going to win next turn. Hey Canister, why you look so happy? Is it cause the music? Sure. Unironically, Ragavan is unplayable. It's not great, yeah, I'm gonna get punished by Bowmeisters. And shoot my Emry now, it's so bad actually. I should have Sorcery Sped cracked the ball, that was so bad. Okay, it doesn't matter. Young Wolfie is your Fursona. Cool. What the heck, bro, you don't have anything? But I mean, I don't know, maybe I should cut Ragavans from this deck. They didn't flash Bowmasters, that's because the Bowmasters were not in their hand, they were on top of their deck. But this block, I'm fine with it. Could you explain why you are fine with that exchange? It's because they lose a land and my Ragavan is weak against their Young Wolf anyways. And I'm just gonna win with the Breach anyways. With my Teferi protection on the next turn, so... Wow, we drew all 4 Scalding Tarns. This is incredible. So the reason why I'm playing Ragavan in this deck, it's because it works with Mox Amber. Maybe I'm just not supposed to play Ragavan in this deck. Is it possible? What would you play instead? Yeah, I don't know. Like, it helps against Cascade, Tron, this type of stuff. But I'm cutting them here. I don't think I want Solgayuida. I don't think I want Spellpiercer. Wasn't the goal of Breach to be Merktide, but with combo kill, kinda. And maybe I can play DCRs in this deck. Maybe it's an okay DCR deck. Son of Erek, I would board it in if I had it. I don't think I'd care to Fable them. You have a Stone of Erek in my Scale sideboard. Good for you. Oh, because I was asked if I want to try it. Like, I don't... It's like, I have not tried it, but it sounds fine. I wouldn't main deck it. Have I been bothered about Oracle versus Grapishot in the past 5 minutes? 5 minutes? I don't think so. It's because Oracle wins through Cockring Protection. You found a trick to Ragavan main deck. Yeah, maybe you don't need all 4 Ragavans. Maybe I'll play like 2 Ragavan, some like DCRs or Shredders. I'm not excited to play Shredder against Bowmeisters though. Let's mold this. Okay. How much overlap is there with Rona Gaming to not play Ragavan and still have reliable Amber? Rona Gaming. Oh, wow. Shredder is outdated. It's wrong fetch. It's bad to play into Bowmeister for sure, yes. It's kind of like not great against... like Shredder is at its best against Merktide and Hammer, and those are not decks that... and Rhinos, and those are not decks that I played against in like... since Lothar, they all died. Merktide is still a good deck though, sure. I'll send the link for ease of access for you. People playing 2 mana pink creature equals every single 1 toughness creature is unplayable forever. No, the thing is that it's a 2 mana ping, raise the alarm against a creature that needs to deal combat damage to be valuable. And that creature also has flash. Like Ragavan, it's like Ragavan against Red and 6, for example. That's fine, that's whatever, that's fine. Like, just means you don't play Ragavan on the draw all that often. But it's much more than what you describe. Why don't our deck play Bowmeisters and Thoughtseize instead of Ragavan something? Don't play black cards. Oh no, they have assembled the draw every card in deck. Maybe I do play 2 Ragavans and more interaction. It's gonna be a bit passive. And you know, even the game against Scam, we just kinda did kill them with Ragavan. But I think they also bought it out, the combo. Which they shouldn't have bought it out. Attack, they can effectively untap the Young Wolves there, so... we lose to Cord and we lose to Enduro. 1 more 3 mana Tefari. Well, if you just keep replacing 1 mana cards with 3 mana cards, at some point you will run into issues. That would be my one reservation. You could play the Breach and assume that they just don't do anything in a combo. Fetch, I have 4 cards in my graveyard. 4 cards. 8 cards. They're milling drum. So that's enough. But I can kill Emry. I make blue. And Emry's net cards. That should work, but they will draw a card or endurance and win. So that's also a bit of a problem, but I mean, there is a chance that those cards will not be present in their top 26 cards. And then I get to win this way with 8 cards in my graveyard. So if I get Oracle too early, that's a problem, I think. Why 26? Shouldn't it be 16? Well, I'm counting the 2 cards they have in hand and the 8 cards they have in play, 7 cards they have in play. And if they do, you can sack the drum after resolves. No, I can't play through endurance. You don't need endurance, just Blood Artist. Well, sure, that's why I'm saying that they couldn't have either. I know Blood Artist also kills me. So, you know, I knew, bro, I knew. Should be 10. 10 of what? Problem is that I guess now I can't do anything. Maybe I can play something like a bolt on Yawgmoth. That's not very good. Yeah. Maybe bolt them. They have less life points. Can miss on the combo then because they only get to draw 12 cards. I think I'm just dead, like, pretty clearly, but how is Breach Station broken? Question mark. It's not. I just baited you into clicking on the stream. And I will do it again. This matchup seems much worse games 2 and 4. No, this matchup seems worse now because my opponent played a turn free Yawgmoth instead of trading for Ragavan with a Dryad Arbor on the draw. That's not the matter of like game 2 or 3. Why did opponent not attack? They just probably didn't feel like it. Puka senses your distress. It's Tofu. It's okay, we'll get them in game 4, yes. Game 4 is gonna be when we're gonna get them. I normally appreciated Shredder against Yawgmoth, but with Bowmeister it's much worse. Don't you like Fawn in the sideboard? I think the Force of Negation idea is unhinged and pointless. It's one of the worst ideas I've seen in July. Not even of this year, just in July. If you count the amount of pitches you have for your Force of Negation, it's actually very close to not enough, and it's like a very odd card all around. I found the Tron matchup quite difficult though. That's fair. I don't think Force, like, really this would be the solution. What if I board in Fable on the play? Fable of the Mirror Breaker. I don't know what's the last card, probably Mox Amber. Maybe I want Fluster against Yawgmoth. Like Force of Negation, just like won't get to pitch it. You have what, 4? Assuming you... What's happening? Zlagowało bale ele. Assuming you just have like 8 blue cards, it's crazy. Is EE bad against Yawgmoth? I think so. Isn't Stern Scalding good versus Yogg? It's a fine card against their deck, yeah. Have I claimed otherwise? Doesn't do anything against Cord, but it counters both Yawgmoth and Grease on the style. It's actually pretty useful. Do I pay attention to football? No, not at all. I have roughly 0 interest in football, sports ball. Just not in your board. Yeah, I haven't thought of that. Po prelimku dostaniecie jeść bułki. Spoko? Zgoda? Zgoda. He took my iteration, understandably. Fetch swamp. Pass. I wonder what that could be. Oj, ale po chuju, no. Didn't your cat die when you were away? Czemu miałyby? O czym ty mówisz? Wait, I didn't have Bowmeister. O Jezu, ale przypiks. Don't we benefit from 4 iterations post-sport cause they can be pitchable both for Fury and Subtlety? Question mark. What an odd question. We don't benefit from 4 Subtleties and Furies because I don't have those, I guess, in my deck. So, yeah, I guess, yeah, we do not benefit from them because they're not present, the 4th one, at least. If we were to answer the question literally. Co jest, kurwa? Dobra, działa. Buka dropped my mouse and now it doesn't click. It appears my opponent is mana screwed, so let's screw them harder. I wasn't aware Frank Sinatra covered Gangster's Paradise. It's actually the other way around. 50 Cent covered Frank Sinatra. It's a little known fact. Because Sinatra actually like died before 50 Cent was creating music. Alright, Bowmeisters. I guess I'll know not to pink. Not to discard. I guess I'll discard one. I agree on Stern Scalding. I'll put some in the sideboard. Seems useful. As cheap interaction. Maybe it's like even a main deck card. Tofu. Tofu, no. Nie psuć się, co? Co jeszcze jedno masz? Jakiś kordzicho szaleje? Nie, no dobra. Alright, I guess. Is they getting card for another Bowmeister? Really, they have card. They can't card because they have swamp. Oh, snack. Of course. Just assume the creatures tap for only mana, but they don't actually. You're right. Can I get one ping? That's fine. What about adding Ren instead of Ragavan, building a more controlling version of this deck? Ren Saga is actually non-bo, not a combo. Sheltered? What the heck? Wait, my ring. No i co mam teraz zrobić? Why is it a non-bo? It's a colorless land with a red-green card. It is a little bit of a combo too, but it's mostly a non-bo. Have I ever thought about how Orcish Bowmeisters seemed like the perfect counter for the One Ring? No, never crossed my mind. What a block. Is the one simple trick only playing 2 Saga? Yeah, but wasn't very good for me this Prelim. Okay. I tapped the One Ring. Dobra, coś dobraliśmy fajnego. Może być. Why didn't Gandalf just send Shieldred to deal with the whole ring situation? Yeah, he should have. Was the card named Orcish Bowmaster always plural, or did you comment that It makes 2 orcs, so the card should be Orcish Bowmasters, not Orcish Bowmaster. Yeah. Sorry, I can't tell you. That was actually devastating. Aj karamba, ale mnie wyjebał. Jakimś kombinacją alpejską. Oops. Alright, it's not gonna be pretty, but... Creature, enchantment land, that's 3 cards, shucks. No dobra. You have not found Combo Breach to be terribly impressive right now. Okay. I have not found Ragavan to be terribly impressive this Prelim. It was actually a deeply unplayable card. No, it's not hard to evaluate, it's just deeply terrible. Okay, what now? No, red is whatever, red is fine. And then if Ragavan is bad, we don't need to play removal at all. But this is a pretty impressive loss. I can't think of anything here. How is it going this evening? It's pretty nice, although I am getting yebashened. Respond to treasure and graveyard and fetch and heat. Control. Float red. Great idea. What? MODO bug? Why 2 damage? Huh? I hold control. I held control. What? No, it's... What? Where's my treasure? Damn. Tricky how cope with emotional pain. Yeah. So we lost. We went 2-2 thanks to the bug. To a bug. Wow. Terrible to get robbed like that. I'm devastated. So frustrating. I don't even know if I'm going to stream the challenge on the weekend. Anyways, I'm done. Bye. But before I go, we can open a chest.